Aries, how you doing, baby? Happy new moon in Leo. It's quite an exceptional time to be you. Your shine cannot be dimmed. Your brightness cannot be dimmed. And I'm so grateful for you on this planet. And the next 17, 18 months for you are really exciting. Really, really exciting. And so, welcome. Ciao. My name is Sarah. I am a spiritual counselor. I'm your alien friend, a healer, starseed light worker, whatever it is that you would like to call me. I am a consciousness from a different time and space that came down to act as human, to help human beings during the awakening, the ascension of the planet. So I hope that this information finds you well. We are going over the new moon that we have coming up in Leo at 23 degrees. This is happening on the 16th of August, 2023. Depending on where you are in the world, please go back and watch my introductory video. I have a lot of good dates and times in there. But this video is for Aries rising mostly because of the grid, but can be watched by Aries sun as well as Aries moon to get the vibrations on it. So, Sarah, why can my brightness not be dimmed right now? Okay, so we have the North Node right over here that just entered your sign last month, and then the South Node is in your descendant sign. This new moon is happening in your 5th house of creativity, joy, childlike spirits, play, kiddos if you want those things. And we're going to have Venus retrograde in Leo, and we also have Black Moon Lilith conjunct this new moon. So again, please go back and watch the introductory video. I don't want to repeat myself too much there. And definitely do some of your own research on what Black Moon Lilith means to you, where that is in your chart. And it's an interesting component because right now we cannot be tamed. I think the biggest parable that I can, in the Northern Hemisphere, talk about for Lilith transiting through the sign of Leo is that this summer compared to last summer, booties are out. Booties are out. I myself have a few thong bathing suits, like bodies are out. So many of my dear friends, Aries sun, I have an Aries rising friend as well, that's literally we're like, what are clothes and why do we need them? It's wild. Like, just to be not overly sexualizing ourselves for the others, but for saying like, this is me. North Node in your sign. I am. So if all of the booties on the beach are feeling that vibration, Aries rising, holy shitballs, you must be feeling it a lot. And so what's happening right now, Pluto dipping back down into Capricorn over here, this in your house of public life and career, and not so much our everyday life. That's over here. We have Mars and we have Mercury over here in our 6th house in Virgo, but this is like legacy, being seen. So definitely go back and do a little bit of journaling as to like what happened in regards to Pluto from 2008 up until now, and we're having a little bit of a reprise of that. A little bit of like, not even the reprise, like a final stand. What is it that you've left behind? What is it that, as far as Capricorn is concerned and your public life, that you've not been showing to the world? Is what I would like you to do to manifest in this new moon. And in my private cafe and the Patreon group, we're going to deep dive into some scripting. I have a full video on like scripting 101 and how to do a little bit of like very, very specific manifesting. So definitely the link is below for that Patreon group. So definitely check that out. I have it's just one tier. So I have all of the rising sign videos in there. It's just the one private cafe. So as far as what I want us to be focusing on is, we have Mars and we have Mercury in our house of everyday life and practical service, and we have Neptune and we have Saturn retrograde in our 12th house of soul purpose, healing, closures, and coming home. This is the health axis over here. So everyday life, practical, like what do we do every day? What are we giving out to the world? With the sun and the moon conjunct, and this is this perfect little fertile ground for us to be manifesting. What is fun? What is joy? What is creative expression? In Aries, you're shining in a way where you're like, can you monetize it? Can you monetize your play? Can you like talk to Sag? Like they've been going through like the fact, like they've been processing, talk to Sag because they've been processing the fact that their ego has been hit hard. They're having an intense ego death because there are hype men and women on this planet. Someone gets paid good money to just literally be what a Sag is by existing. So Aries, I want you to look at like, where do you really shine? Where is your I am statement? Where do you feel creative, expressive, romantic? This isn't, you know, outward focus so much, but this is like, where do I feel like time is irrelevant and space is irrelevant? I lose track of time. I could do this all the time. I could do this every single day for the rest of my life. And for some of you, it might be gardening. It doesn't have to be extroverted. It could be introverted, but like, where am I just like, ah? You know, to a friend of mine, she loves to do yoga on the beach, and she's a vibe, and she's just so like expressive, and it's as if like there's just like this art performance happening, and you're like, oh my God, I just stumbled across it. Like, someone gets paid for that. Someone gets paid to do the yoga interpretive dance on the beach. Yeah. If you're here with me, you're an artist to some capacity, and like, yes, it can be so intimidating, because when we look at the people that, I mean, there was that meme a while ago that was like the people that buy art and then the people that are artists. And I think it was from like a Batman movie or something. That I can't even remember. But so the people that buy art look and act a different way than the artists. The artists were a little bit like, I don't know what's happening in the world. I'm just living as a flower. Like, we're very, very different type of beings. So if you have a vibe that you are an artist, show it, talk about it, express it, and pay no attention to the waysayers. Pay no attention to those who might be a little bit jealous. Literally, you got Jupiter in your house of money, Uranus in your house of money. Like, the only reason that this feels like a win, Chiron, retrograde, in your house of self. All this happening retrograde over here. There are things that are actively saying to you, like, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this. Bust past that shit and just fucking do it, Aries. Just fucking do it. Just fucking do it. I'm going to get into a little bit in the private cafe about our everyday life house and our money house and what this axis means, because we're really going to have to go back and look at since January 2022 up until now, and we'll get a little bit of understanding of what the 2nd and 8th axis means and what the 6th and the 12th axis means. So the link is below for the Patreon group. Please join me over there. I will see you. We're going to start with a tarot card pull as well. Ciao. See you in the private.